good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone can hear us on the call. So we're going to start the press conference with questions for Rúben. If I could ask, please, for you to use the raise hand function on the Zoom so we know where those questions are coming from. We'll split it into two sections and we'll have questions, please, in English for Rúben first, and then midway through we'll take questions from any journalists in Portuguese. So, yeah, again, if I could ask you people could use that raise hand function. I'm going to start with a question from Simon Stone.
Rúben, it's your first European game with Manchester City. What is your view of this tournament and City's targets going into it?
Obviously, I'm really happy to be here to have the opportunity to play this competition for a team like City. It was obviously also one of the reasons I came here because of the club, because of the way they play and the way they play to win, especially in this competition. So I'm really happy and I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think Manchester City can win the tournament?
Obviously, Man City is in a big group of top teams that can win, and some are close, some are a little bit far away. But every year it starts from zero, so it's a new year. It's also new players getting in the team, and obviously we will make the reset, and with all the things that have been done and well done till now, we will try to just keep getting better and better.
Thank you, Simon. Next up, we'll go to James Conlon. James.
Hello, Rúben. How's it like so far being second in with?
Could you speak up a little bit, James? You're very quiet.
Hello, Rúben. How's it been like so far in terms of settling in Manchester City and developing a relationship with Aymeric Laporte and Nathan Ake?
James, sorry, you're too quiet. We just can't hear you at the moment. If you could try adjusting your settings, we'll come back to you. Bear with me 1 second. We're going to go to James Savunda. James? Can you hear us?
Hi there, you should be able to hear me now. Rúben, how much have you learned already from working with Pep Guardiola?
Obviously, I'm not here for a long time, but every day is a new opportunity. Every game, especially, and we haven't been having much time to train. It's more play 2 days, training, rest, play again. But yeah, of course, you can start feeling the influence of the manager, the influence of the players, and yeah, it's been good.
Thank you, James. Simon Baszkowski.
Hi, Rúben. I just, obviously, you know a lot about this Porto team. Have you been able to tell your teammates anything about Porto and how they'll play?
Obviously, I'm probably the person who knows them best, and obviously I will try to help the best I can, the best way I can. I know them well, and hopefully it will be good intel for the way we approach the game.
And there's pressure on you at this club, but with Aymeric Laporte injured as well, there's kind of even more expectation and pressure on you. How do you deal with that?
I've had pressure when I was young. I've had pressure when I got to Benfica first team. I've got pressure when I went to the national team, and I've got pressure now. It's something that it's part of football. It's part of where you are, and the higher you go, the most pressure you have, and I like it. So for me, it's all good.
Thank you, Simon. Sam Lee.
Hi, Rúben. You talked about the influence of the manager and of the other players. You obviously came to this club with a reputation as, you know, being a strong defender and a leader and somebody who's good at playing the ball out from the back. I'm just wondering, what have you had to add to your game at City? And when it comes to playing the ball out from the back and building up the play, what have been some of your new instructions? What does Pep want you to do with the ball?
The one thing I would say is that my mentality is to be as more complete as I can be in every way of the game. So I've been doing my best since now, and I will keep doing it from now forward. And obviously, it's a big part of the deal to have good people surrounding you for you to learn and to learn the right way. So I'm just happy to be here and to keep improving.
Okay, in terms of those instructions from the manager and finding the midfielders, finding the forwards, how much instruction do you get from Pep, and how much does that change from game to game in terms of the types of passes you need to play and the way you support the team? Does that change often? Obviously, every game is a different game, and every opponent has his best qualities and its spaces for us to find and for us to cover defensively. So it's about knowing with who you're gonna play, and obviously trying to follow the best way the idea of the manager. Obviously, we keep improving day by day, and time will be the most important thing. Time to work and time to play, time to be with the team, to be with the coach, and yeah, that will make the difference.
Okay, we'll take one more in English from Dave McDonnell, and then if I can ask the Portuguese journalists to start raising their hands so that we know where we're going after that one. So Dave McDonnell, I'm just going to read to you now.
Hi, Rúben. Your manager described you on Saturday after the game as a leader. I just wondered, I mean, after only 2 games, that's quite high praise. How easy or difficult have you found it so far in the 2 games? And do you feel like a leader already in this team?
Obviously, the team received me very well, but on the matter of about the leader thing, I've always considered that in a team, every single player needs to be a leader of himself, and obviously there always is a leader of the team and a leader of the group. But first of all, it needs to be a leader of himself. And I've worked my entire life based on know how to be a leader of myself, how to discipline myself, how to know what I want and to work to where I want to be. So that's the basic thing. Everything that comes else comes naturally with my personality. So I will just keep the way I am and keep working the way I've always been working. And yeah, the rest will come naturally.
Thank you, David. We'll now take questions from the Portuguese journalists or Portuguese-speaking journalists. I'm going to start with a question from André Moret.
Olá, boa tarde, Rúben.
Good afternoon, Rúben. This is a game that you're going to have against Porto, which you didn't do well last season. How much does this game against Porto, the 2 games, in a personal point of view and from a collective point of view? And I want to ask you about Mr. Pep. You play in the national team and then going against this opponent. You've got friends and teammates in the opposition. First of all, I'll talk about the relationship with Pep. Pep is a friend now. Before, when we played at Benfica, I'm no longer there. That changes. With regards to the first question, last season we were unfortunate, definitely, but the year before that we were. That's part of football. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. That's why it'll be just another game. And
Olá, Rubem, tudo bem? Uma pergunta aqui do Esporte Interativo
a
do
question
Brasil.
from Sport
Você,
Interactive Brazil.
desde a sua primeira entrevista no Manchester
Since
City,
your
você
first
parece
interview
muito
as a Manchester City
consciente e
player,
preparado
you look very
para o desafio
aware
que
and
é jogar
prepared
a Premier
for the
League, jogar no
challenge, which is
Manchester
playing in the
City. Acho
Premier
que o
League,
símbolo
playing at
disso
Manchester
está à
City.
sua frente agora, que é a Liga dos
That
Campeões.
show,
Você
and
sai de um
now
Benfica que não
you're at the
conseguiu passar da primeira
Champions
fase
League.
para o
Benfica weren't
Manchester
able
City,
to
que
get through the
almeja
qualifying group.
ganhar o título, como você bem
Manchester
lembrou há
City
pouco, tem essa
looks to
ambição.
win this cup.
O quanto que você está preparado
How prepared are
e,
you?
enfim, disposto a encarar esse desafio
And
de
how
frente já nessa
ready
temporada?
to accept this challenge this season? A short while ago, I spoke about this. This question about the pressure. The pressure is greater. At Benfica, we always play to win. And here, it's nothing different. It's exactly the same. It's a different context. We're at a different level. And as is obvious, pressure is on yourself, very high pressure. And as I just said, that's why I came here. And we've had all this time to prepare to be able to take this challenge in the best way possible. Good afternoon. Two questions. Considering the new level you're at, what's the big difference with Portuguese football from when you were at Benfica? Was a very high level too, but in terms of football and the environment, and also taking into contact, Guardiola said you're a natural leader. Do you feel close to getting the captain's armband? First, regarding the different context, you definitely feel this difference of context, the competitiveness of the league, the huge quality that exists in the squad. Unfortunately, COVID doesn't allow you to have the full experience because we haven't got fans in the stadium, so you can't feel 100% what the atmosphere of the stadium's like. But undoubtedly, you do feel the difference. The second question, I answered it previously. I work day to day very hard, as I've done up until now, as I've always done. And everything will happen naturally.
Olá, Rúben, boa tarde. Penso que está a ouvir.
My questions are coming.
Pronto, André Gonçalves do Record. Rúben, tinha duas questões para si. A primeira era, eventualmente, por conhecer tão bem este Porto,
First is, you know this Porto team very
lá
well.
dentro de si, lá no seu íntimo, ali sentimento especial, uma ambição especial individual para o jogo de amanhã. E também queria lhe perguntar se tem alguma coisa a dizer sobre alguma mensagem para o amigo André Almeida que
I'd also like to know if you have a message for your friend André Almeida from Benfica. First question, it's just another game, just another opponent, and the focus is to win and to be the best. Nothing more than that. In terms of André, I'll take the opportunity to send him my regards. I knew about the very sad news, and it's part of our life. Unfortunately, it happens to everybody. I've spoken to him also, and he knows he'll need to fight this and get over it.
Olá, Rúben, boa tarde. Eleven Sports,
Good
Pedro
afternoon,
Maia.
Rúben. 11 Sports, Pedro Maia.
Os seus colegas do Manchester City têm
Your Man City
a noção da
teammates,
rivalidade de onde veio
aware of
Portugal
the
entre Benfica e Porto e, por
rivalry
consequência,
between
também
Benfica and
entre o
Porto
Rúben e o Futebol Clube do Porto
and
do passado, e
the
como é
past
que
you have with FC
caracterizaria a
Porto.
equipa do Porto aos seus colegas, uma
And
vez que a conhece tão bem,
as you
e ao
know
seu
them so
treinador,
well,
que pontos fortes identifica do lado do Futebol Clube do
what
Porto?
strengths have you identified at FC Porto? First of all, I haven't seen any rivalry between myself and FC Porto. With your question regarding this analysis of the FC Porto, they're a strong team. They know what they need to do on the pitch. They're very good at dead balls. We need to be aware that we'll have a difficult game ahead of us and that we need to be very strong in our game to be able to get the win.